Have you ever been confused about .NET Framework, .NET Core, .NET Standard, and .NET? Trust me, you're not alone. This is one of the most common headaches for anyone diving into .NET development. In this video, I'll break down the history of .NET, explaining each of these four terms without getting too much technical. Let's begin with .NET Framework. .NET Framework is a framework created by Microsoft for developing desktop, web, and Windows applications. Its first version was released in 2002 and was tightly integrated with Windows OS, meaning it would run exclusively on Windows. .NET Framework evolved over 17 years, with its final major version, .NET Framework 4.8, being released in 2019. I won't dive into the details of every version because it's now a legacy platform in maintenance mode, and its earlier versions aren't widely used anymore. .NET Framework had some significant limitations. It didn't support Linux and macOS and was monolithic. This means that it was one large inseparable framework, and you had to install the entire framework even if you only needed a small part of it. It also couldn't keep up with modern development needs like better performance and scalability. That's why .NET Core was created. .NET Core was open source, cross-platform, supporting Windows, Linux, and macOS, and modular. Modular means that .NET Core was designed as a collection of small, independent, reusable modules. This means that developers could use NuGet packages to get the packages they need based on their projects, resulting in a lighter, faster, and more scalable applications. This is in fact the reason behind its name. Core shows that this framework was built around the core functionalities and essentials of the existing .NET framework, with everything else becoming optional modules that can be added based on your project's needs. .NET Core had three major versions in 2016, 17, and 19. As I highlighted here, both .NET Framework and .NET Core had their last major version being released in 2019. Making it the end of an era and the start of a new one, which is .NET. .NET was created in 2020 with the unification of .NET Framework and .NET Core into .NET 5. It's backward compatible with .NET Core applications, and since then, new major versions have been released every single year, with the last one being .NET 9, which released in December of 2024. The decision to drop Framework and Core names was made to simplify the ecosystem and emphasize that this unified platform is the future of .NET development. The first version was named .NET 5 to show that it's the next step after .NET Core 3.1 and .NET Framework 4.8, putting an end to the confusion and signaling a fresh start. But what about .NET Standard? .NET Standard is a specification, meaning it's a set of APIs and not a framework, that provided a way to write libraries and reuse codes that could work across all these platforms without any need to rewrite it. While the API surface, meaning the methods and types, are the same across these platforms, the underlying implementation can differ based on the runtime platform being used. In order to use these APIs, you still need to work inside any .NET platform to run and execute the code. Some of the APIs that were included in .NET Standard are system.collection, system.link, system.io, and system.threading. .NET Standard 1 was released in 2016, its second version was released in 2017, and its final version being .NET Standard 2.1 was released in 2019. If you're new to .NET environment and you're going to start your first project, here is a recommendation for you. Use the latest LTS version of .NET. .NET 6 was outdated in November 2024, but until this moment is still a stable choice. On the other hand, .NET 8 is still supported until November 2026 and might be the best choice to use at the moment. On the other hand, avoid using older platforms like .NET Core or .NET Framework for new projects. These platforms are either outdated or no longer actively developed. For more details about any specific .NET version, check out the official .NET documentation website. I'll leave the link to it in the description down below. Just keep in mind that this website refers to .NET 5 and later versions as parts of .NET Core. So just keep that in mind while you're browsing. I hope this video helped clear up the confusion around .NET. If it did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more tech deep dives, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.